Hello everyone, welcome back. Okay, something I've been playing around with thinking about doing is a little penjing of basically pushing the boundaries a little bit for bonsai, but just for the fun of it, is to do a little golf, kind of a golf course, or not the whole course, just one hole. So I bought these little golfers online, and I've glued a little, I don't know if you can see that, a little piece of wire onto the bottom of them. I've bent it, flattened the top and glued it so that I can stick them in so they'll stand. So I have a bunch of different ones of them, so they've all sat there drying. So we'll just put them up here for now. I have 5 of them, you see, they're all different. Got one here, measuring up a shot, so I'm just going to put them up there. So these are the trees I'm planning to use. This was a tree, I think I paid €1 for it in the car boot sale, and I took all these off this as cuttings to make this little kind of miniature forest. But when I was making this, the plan was to eventually use these trees for this golfing kind of thing. So I don't think I'll use the big one, that's a bit too big, but these guys we can use. There is some other little trees that I did as cuttings as well before. I could use some of if I need to, but the pot I'm going to be using isn't that big. Let's just put this out the way a minute. So this is going to be my pot I'm going to use, it's just a small little tray. So I think the best thing to do is let's get some soil in this, and then let's see if we can get some of these trees into here. Try this screen down first. These trees are all in their dormancy colour at the moment, and I don't have any fear of repotting them now. The weather's kind of very mild and it's very wet, it's just raining continuously, so if I get them in now, they'll give them time to start growing roots before they start to grow in the spring. So let's see, let's get a bit of soil in here first anyway. Quite a shallow tray, so I'm hoping it'll work for this job. We might have to mound it up a little bit. Okay, so let's have a look at what trees we've got, because we have a pretty nice tree on the front here. Let's put this down here a minute. Just pull out the trees. The small pan is quite heavy because there's a lot of rocks in it. Okay, I'll just use my chopstick. Let's move that rock out the way a minute. We'll just carefully move these, loosen them up. We'll try not to have to prune any roots off if we can. I'll try and keep as much the roots, just trying to get rid of them weeds, and we'll even try and keep a bit of soil around the roots, and then they won't even know they've been moved, hopefully. Okay, so that's one guy. Let's see what's the next one. The other side is so wet, we're getting flooding rains again. But like I said, it is quite mild, it's still around 8 degrees, 7-8 degrees here anyway. Okay, that's number 2. Some got massive amount of roots. It's like that, they were just cuttings last year. That's number 3. Maybe I'll put them over here because putting them on top of the pot is not going to be a good idea, I don't think. That's 3 with just a little one. 4. That one, there's 2 more here. Price them out. Okay, like I said, I won't use the big one. We'll plant that in pot by itself maybe, and do that one as an individual tree. Or maybe we'll go into another landscape with other trees. But for now, we'll just put it over there out of the way. Okay. So let's have a look at what we're going to do here. So there's a couple of nice looking trees, kind of these 2. So I'm thinking we put these at the front somewhere. And actually prune them back a little bit where I've done the cutting sticking down a bit. Take that off. Like I said, I'll try to do any root pruning. I'll leave them for now. It's that best looking tree, maybe this one. I'm wondering, do I want trees? Too many trees in the front? Probably not. Let's just put this one here. Look. Again, this one's got a bit of a branch sticking down. Prune that back. So that one there and that one there maybe. So the plan is to kind of separate these a bit and again take off that bit of a stub at the bottom. I have to build it up a little bit back here. Let's get some soil. Just round that up a bit. Like that. I'm starting to think I don't need as many trees as I thought I would. here. Should I put a third one in amongst that group? Maybe just a little one in the front of them, kind of a thing. We're kind of a group of 3 there. Maybe I could put a second one with this one. It's not a great tree, is it? None of these are really that good. Maybe this one. Just put that there, just clean out some of that muck. Okay, we'll just chop back the stub at the bottom. One in here. Again, we'll have to build that up a little bit. Okay, so that's the kind of trees in. What should I put? So I need to just turn a bit because it's kind of a bit bent over. Straighten that up when we're putting it in. Okay, so that's them. I'm just wondering over here, should we have, I think we might as well use them up. We'll put these 2 on either side of this one. One that side. So something like that maybe. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the finer soil now to sieve stuff, I think, because these being such a shallow tray and stuff, we need to pack in the roots good and solid. So I'll start with this front one. Let's actually work in this soil first. Excuse me. smaller scoop. Okay, so that's that one pretty good. This one is a little bit bent. Try and get it so it's bending backwards. Once it's taken, we can put a bit of wire on it and straighten it up. But I'll wait until it's taken in the pot first and it's pretty solid. Using this finer stuff, it just helps kind of pack them in. Okay, still leaning a little bit, but maybe we could put a little rock or something behind it. Let's see what we got. Okay, so we've got a little flat stone here, which we can just put in there, just to kind of hold it in place, keep it upright. Okay. Okay, so now we just got these three up here. Okay, let's pack that in. Okay, so that's pretty good, I think, for the trees. Again, it's one of these ones we can add more or take as we go along. I'm just going to top this up now with this finer stuff, because we want to be massing this now. So, okay, so we need to decide. It's quite a small pot, so we haven't got a lot of room to work with. I'm thinking if we have it so it's coming through these trees and around here to the side, and this can be where our green is over here. So maybe what we'll do is we'll add a bunker in here maybe. Let's just dig out some of this, not the roots of the tree. Oh gee. roots down that side. Maybe we'll have a bunker over there. I think what I'll do is we'll put in some of this. First of all, let's give it a water in and we'll get in the green. So we'll dampen off the top a bit. Like that. Now, got some coarse bits. Okay, so I've collected the finest moss I could find. It's a bit dark at the moment because it's soaking wet, but hopefully when it dries up it'll brighten up to a nice bright green. So we'll put that in here and that can be basically our green area there. And then what we want then is to put some thicker moss around the place. Let's put some here like this. And this can be the edge of our bunker. This can be our bunker here. One in there maybe. That. Weeds going in here. Let's pull out these weeds. I'll just cut this back a bit. There's a little bit too much soil on the bottom of this one. Maybe we'll have another bit of a bunker here, so we'll put this here. Like that. You can use some more of this fine stuff to basically create the fairway coming down this way. I'll keep my eyes open and see can I get some super fine stuff for the actual green. It's not easy to get it bowling golf green fine, but we'll see. We'll keep looking. Okay, so again we need some bordering thicker stuff around here. Over this side. That. Some of this heavier stuff in here around the trees. Push it in. Once it's all taken, we can kind of prune it and make it so that we have our green really tight and short as we can get it. And we can just fill in here with our sand. Just gonna act as our bunkers. One in here. Something like that. And now we just need to go get some more around the trees. Got some of this kind of stuff that's a bit like ferns. It's quite coarse. So maybe we'll put some of that over here to act as kind of like bushes. Maybe we'll put some over here as well around the base of this tree. I might try and find some better moss, some kind of tight stuff like this. But at the moment it's absolutely lashing down with rain, so I don't really want to be going out there trying to find moss. Just kind of using what we have. Continue our fairway out this way. And just put some around this rock here. We could always add some little bushes if we wanted to at a later stage, or you might be able to hear the rain there now hammering down, or some other little paths and things or something, I don't know. But for now we just want to get it started, get it in, and let the trees start growing. Okay, so that's kind of it. So all we're short is our golfers now. The green is a little bit dirty, we can clean that off. But when this dries and goes a bit brighter, I think it'll look a lot better. Okay, so we don't have a flagpole, but they'll just have to imagine where one is. So a couple of fellas putting. We'll put this guy here. Hopefully now we can get it in all the way. That's come off the thing. I think we need to cut the wire down shorter on them. It's hitting too much rock down below, so let's just pinch off the wire a little bit. Like that. This guy here, he's just lining up his ball. Let's bring this one back. Stone at all. Okay, he can go there. Oh, last guy, we'll have to put our thing back on him. Okay, and we can maybe put this one over here. He's getting ready to drive one down to the green, and one here. Maybe we'll put her in the bunker. She's going to shoot out the bunker. Put it back as well. Oh, knock that one off as well. Okay, let's glue them back on. So I'll just pause till I glue them. Okay, so we're all done now. So it's just a bit of fun. You know, sometimes you're just sitting waiting for trees to grow and things to do work on them. So little penjing things like this kind of keep me occupied. Let's clean up a bit. For what was at the tree, the cuttings cost me €1. I still have the main tree, you know, and little golfers and all that, but it's just something there. Like I said, I like to just play around with things, keep me doing something, because like that, otherwise you start thinking, oh, I'm going to start needing to work on the tree. I still have trees to work on, but now and again you just want a break and just have a little, do something like this, little play around with something like this. And it's just something I've wanted to do for quite a while, and I said I must do it one day. So I think it turned out okay. It turned out quite nice, and once the trees are growing and the moss is growing and we can prune it all back and stuff, I think it'll really start to look quite well. And then the trees are quite good proportion wise. That was the hardest part, was trying to find trees that would be the right proportion for the little people, but they seem to be okay. Not the best trees like that, because like that they were just cuttings, but they'll fill out. We can always do a bit of work on them and get them looking better. Okay, so I'll give you a little fly in and then we'll call it a day. Okay, so that's it for this one. As always guys, don't forget to like and subscribe, all that stuff, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.